is worthy of praise. Well, David Seaman has set the wall. England have pulled everyone back. The pointing being done by Roger Nielsen of Sheffield United, who fires away and fires too high. He's the left back with Stig at Bjørneby, not available for this game.
It's not a bad strike, but I think tennis-wise done really well. He's broken probably that little bit early, but he's really close to the ball. I think he's...
Good idea, the through ball not quite coming off for England. And there's the long one from left to right for Norway again, and that's why they do it. Ørjan Berg, and turned away by Seaman. And all the signs here of an enterprising open game, with Norway looking to get things right for the World Cup, and some of their players, like the little number 7 here, Ørjan Berg, wanting to make a late stab at getting in the final 22.
That again is the situation. That long ball has gone into flow. I think players have got to realise, they've got to say to one another, let's leave him there. We understand what's going on. Let's just then try and pick up everything.
Ince to the corner, but couldn't control it. Jakobsen swinging into the shot. So Terry Venables' third match is underway. 2 wins, 6 goals for, none against. But this should be the best barometer so far.
I think it is going to be the best game. I think everybody knew it was going to be the best game. The Norwegians, solid in defence.
Fjørtoft of Swindon Town. And a much improved player in English football over the second half of the season. He's guided that off well for Jakobsen. It wasn't a great angle for him, but more to admire in the way Norway built up the play.
Some slick passing from Norway. As I say, they break from the back, they don't mind. They all sit in there. Once they get the ball, they start breaking. And there was some good slick passing movements which caused the English defence very anxious moments. He's done well, David Seaman. It's easy to sort of start thinking about angles. He stood his ground and the balls come straight at him.
Others supporting from midfield, but Shearer hasn't got much help at the moment. Is he going to go on himself? Wise is getting into the middle, and Erik Thorstvedt dropped quickly on a soft Wembley pitch, sodden by rain yesterday and some in the early hours of the afternoon.
I think they're the positions that, under Terry Venables, England have exploited so well. Just knocking balls either side of the centre-backs and letting Alan Shearer run onto him. We've seen it so many times, and so many times it's produced a goal.
Ince. Platt. Now Jones. Squeezing it through for Wise. Back for Rob Jones. Again, excellent move from England, and again, good handling by Thorstvedt.
That was a tremendous move. What Dennis Wise controls being perfect there. Rob Jones may have done better. Having said that, you'd have thought we'd have got somebody beyond the near, on that near post end.
Leading 1-0 19 months ago and dropped their first point in the group. Shearer. Well, the ingredient missing too often for Graham Taylor. We must be fair to the former England manager in mentioning that. He could have put the fizz into the World Cup cocktail that ended up so... Roger Nielsen addressing the ball. David Seaman's got a 2-man wall. Ince and Anderton with Wise there as well. Flo hits and then gets a second shot. It's deflected and flew into the midriff of Seaman. Fortunately for England, he kept on going, did Flo.
I think it was a bit of a Dennis Lilly run-up, wasn't it? It must have been sort of 20 yards away from the ball.
But he was bright enough and sharp enough to get the second effort in as well. Also in the European Championship finals, refusing to buckle to England's approach on those particular days. So, only to Fjørtoft, and that was close enough to have David Seaman just wondering where his left-hand post was. And Lasso wonders about quite what he might have done better here.
I know sometimes people say it looks terrible and everything, but I think the best place for that was out for a corner kick. He's done well Fjordtoft where he knows he can't get it from that ball there, and he's just said, well, I'll sit off. If he does knock it, I've got a hell of a chance.
But the appetite for the ball is very eye-catching, and it's Ince who wants it now. Player had such a splendid performance here in the FA Cup final, typified by the unselfish way that he set up Brian McClair for Manchester United's 4th goal.
Paul's had a bit of a quiet start to the game, but he lays that ball in, gets a bit of a shove in the back, Alan Shearer. That's a tremendous strike with...
Norway were happy to act as counter-attackers. England forcing the pace again with Anderson.
Take him on.
Platt, difficult one to hit, but how well he forced Thorstvedt into that save down by the post.
Told you he should have took him on. It always happens. He's done well, David Platt. He's really got across.
And Erik Thorstvedt has done well also to stop England taking the lead, through a familiar source, the captain. Beardsley, White is okay and calling for the ball and getting it. Now, can England take the lead before the half-time break? Shearer trying to achieve that.
You feel as though England have risen to the occasion with the fans getting, like the wave started going. Another decent ball in, but give the Norwegians credit, the stick.
Norway still in possession, and this is where they are good, although Adams has knocked over Jakobsen. Sørloth, and now Haaland. Well, it flashes across the face of Seaman's goal, but when they see the chance to put some passes together quickly, although they don't go to dominate a match with overwhelming possession, with that you're not getting in behind us, you're not hurting us at all where it matters.
We're certainly not hating them at all.
Now, it's the bold Adams. And Platt! Well, Tony Adams, the linesman, I think, was flagging in any case, and it might not have counted. Was there an offside there? Well, the flag went up. I'm not sure if it was right against Shearer. So
I don't think it was right at all. I think he's presumed, and he's gone that little bit early.
That was when the flag went up, when the ball was into Shearer's feet. And what happened after that wouldn't have mattered.
Outside.
From midfield players who are labouring to join in.
I think it's a good decision by England not to bring anybody on.
Shearer! It's off the post. There's a certain goal for David Platt. No, it's not. It's not going to count, because the referee hadn't said that it was right for Shearer to take the free kick. He's still looking at the wall. Shearer was looking at the ball. He hit it. Thorstvedt got a touch onto the post. And somehow it's been that sort of afternoon for England.
I think it's a decent decision by the referee.
Shearer again goes the other side. Well, intelligent thinking. And now, in the World Cup finals, if that happens, that will be penalised. There's no doubt about that. Flow. Oh, Sørloth's free! And didn't realise where he was, and what a chance it was. Maybe he needed help with a call from his teammates, but where was the England marking here?
I think Tony Adams, Graham Lasso thought he